Welcome to the Health and Wellness Marketplace. Here's your host, Laura Lewis.
Hello and welcome to the Health and Wellness Marketplace. I'm your host, Laura Lewis. Concerned parents and grandparents, you won't want to miss a second of today's show. Today is dedicated to the most precious people in all of our lives, our children. Take a look with me at this graphic. Now, although 93% of parents understood that viruses cause colds, 66% of parents believe that colds were caused by bacteria, and 53% believe that antibiotics were needed to treat colds. Parents reported that 23% would visit the emergency room and 60% their doctor's office when their child had a cold. Now, you might be wondering what's wrong with that. Aren't I supposed to give my children antibiotics when they're sick? We'll discuss this today. Joining me is Richard Lentz, owner of the Seagate Company. We're just going to be sharing with us what can happen when our children take antibiotics when they're not necessary, and he will also be providing us with some natural alternatives. Richard, thanks for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
This is really a great subject, Richard. I mean, tell me a little bit, by the way, before we get started on this whole subject about antibiotics and children and having them on them unnecessarily. What about Seagate? I mean, let's talk about your company first of all.
Well, we started as just a fishing company, got involved in organic farming, took the next step and found that certain of the things that were available in and around our farm were natural antimicrobial products. So Here we are talking about alternatives to antibiotics. Excuse me. Live TV does this to you.
Chokes you up.
What we're talking about too is, parents and doctors have this kind of a dance where your kid's sick, and we went through this when our kids 25 years ago were little and getting colds, and my wife as a young mother was thinking, I got to do something about it. They're going to get an ear infection and they're going to lose their hearing. Mm-hmm. And by the time they're 25 and they're having to use closed caption on TV, they're going to hate me for it. So they immediately run to the doctor, trying, just like that graphic said, trying to get an antibiotic for a cold. And most of the time it's just a cold, which is a virus. And an antibiotic, of course, everybody knows isn't going to work.
Well, yeah, and I can identify, Richard, because I'm the mother, 3 kids. You never know. You might have the one where you ignore, and all of a sudden it becomes something. It becomes bacterial. So, and then, I think I had